Okay, so I do that. And then wait, what? I think I did this wrong. There's gonna be a situation where you get a weird answer at the end, and it doesn't mean you did the problem wrong. There's two special case scenario answers, and we're gonna talk about that in this slide right here. One is no solution. No solution is when you have variables that have the same coefficient on the left and right, but they have different constants. And we'll talk about what that looks like shortly. Or easier way to put it, if you end up with something that makes zero sense, absolutely no sense, it could possibly be a no solution equation. Let's solve this one right here so you know what I'm talking about. And if I'm solving this, I got to distribute that -2 first, and I'll get -2v. -2 times -2 is +4. Don't mess up your symbols in the front. -3 minus 2v. And then let's say I put my variables on the left side, right? I would have to add 2v to both sides, and that's going to cancel off on the left and right. So 4 equals -3 drops down, and now I'm like, what? So when you get something that doesn't make sense, or you get a false statement, that is a no solution equation. That means there is nothing that I can plug into v to make both of these sides equal. There's nothing that you can plug in. And when it says variables have the same coefficients with different constants, take a look at this step right here. They had the same coefficients, the variables, but they have different constants. If you get something like that, you don't even have to keep solving it. It's gonna yield a no solution answer. And we'll get more practice with that. But let's go over infinite solutions, the other special case scenario. When you got the same expression on the left and right side of the equal sign, or when you get two numbers that are equal to each other after you solve it, it's infinite solution equation. It's an infinite solution equation. So let's solve this right here so you know what I'm talking about. That you can't do anything with, 3 plus 5n. We're gonna drop it down, and the right side, you're gonna have to distribute that 5. So you're gonna get 5n plus 10 minus 7. Then on the right side, you can't do anything with the left. Right side, you can combine like terms. So I can combine 10 minus 7 and get 5n plus 3. And here's what I'm talking about on that first part. If you got the same exact expression on the left and right, you don't have to keep solving it. You don't have to keep solving it. It's gonna be infinite solutions, meaning I can plug in anything for n, and both sides will be equal because the expressions are the same. It doesn't matter what number you plug in for n, you will get both of these sides to be equal. If you did keep going to solve it, let's say I put -3 like that, and I get that to cancel out. Now I got 5n equals 5n. I mean, both sides of the equation are equal. Two numbers equal to each other, or both expressions equal to each other. However you want to put it. You don't have to keep solving it. It will be infinite solutions. Let me go over one more question just to make sure you really get it. So let's solve this equation right here. First, I have to distribute. I'll get 8k minus 48 plus 58. And on the right side, I'm going to have to distribute and get 8k plus 10. Some people at this step can see what kind of question this is already. I mean, if you get a lot of practice and you're really good with equations, you can kind of see what this is going to be. So on the left, we can combine like terms. I can combine these two, and I'll get positive 10. equals 8k plus 10. And just stop yourself right there. Both sides are equal expressions. You don't gotta solve it. When you have something like that, you can plug in any number for k and you will get the same answer on both sides. So that is an example of infinite solutions. I want you to try the two equations below and determine if it's no solution, infinite solution, or if there is a solution. Pause the video, try out the problem on the next slide. You will get the answers. Here are the answers for those two problems. The first one is a no solution. At this step, after you combine like terms, all of this stuff in the yellow cancels out, and then you end up with something that doesn't make sense. So when you get something that doesn't make sense at the end, that is an example of a no solution equation. Doesn't mean you did it wrong. On the right side, you had to distribute first. I put my v's on the left side, then I subtracted 14. And then I divided by 32 on both sides, and I got v equals 0. 0 doesn't mean that it's an infinite solution or a no solution equation. That is one answer. The 0 can still be an answer. So I try to trick you with that. Don't you guys hate it when your teachers do that? 0 is still a solution. I try to trick you, but if you got it, awesome. I hope I helped you with your math today, and I hope I lessened the confusion that you have when you're solving equations. If I helped, make sure you throw me a like, subscribe to my channel if you need some math help. But until then, I will see you on the next episode, guys. Peace.